Hi guys! Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys just let me know if y'all can hear me? Hello? To the 5 guys in here, can you hear me okay? To the 6 guys in here, can you hear me okay? And I'm in a rocking chair, having way too much fun in it. So if you guys could let me know if you guys can hear me. Hey Tom, can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me? Hey Joel. I'm starting 5. Hi, I can hear. Okay, awesome. I'm writing notes. Oh yay, I'm glad. I love it. I always love hearing when guys get on Speak to Spark Arousal, because honestly, like, I really truly believe it's all you freaking need. For those of you who are on loud and clear, perfect. Hey Alexis, how are you? Thanks Christian. Okay, hey guys, notes on Speak to Spark, love it. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna like hang with you guys for a little bit before we get started. Good morning, Ricardo. I hope you guys have coffee with me. I never drink it iced though, but I don't know, in this heat wave, my fucking air conditioner crapped out in the morning. I don't know. How are you guys doing in this heat wave? We'll get to questions after we get started. We're gonna wait for everybody to come on. Hey Kim, oh my God, you made it. Welcome. Guys, Kim is my trusty fellow female who's always on these, or I know you're always on my premieres. I am not gonna play the piano today. That's a very good suggestion. I'm not wearing pants, so I can't get up and play the piano for you guys. Hot and muggy, yeah, it's been brutal. So I had to get an iced coffee. I hate iced coffee. I want to write a romance book. I'm doing good. Hi. Hey Jen, welcome. Yeah, everybody say hi to Kim. We got a fellow female in the house. Thanks, Daniel. It's better than sheer cold. Oof, I know I hate the cold. I'd rather be, oh, that's a good question. Would I rather be hot than cold? I don't know. Hey, from Newcastle, South Africa, love it. Okay, so we're gonna get started in a couple minutes. So I'm gonna let everybody come on. Hey, Journey, so it's bipolar. Love it. Oh, I heard Europe is getting like fucking slammed with the heat. So good luck out there in Germany. Play me a song. No, I'm not playing the piano, but since you guys mentioned it, I promise, I've never broken a promise. I promise to do it next time. You better hold me to it. So yeah, for those of you guys who are new to my live stream, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anybody new yet so far. But for those of you guys who are new to my live stream, I lived in Riverside when I first moved to California. Hey, Jevin. For those of you new to my live stream, welcome. Thank you for saying I have nice teeth. I'm Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist, current dating coach to men. This is an Ask Me Anything. Really, you can ask me anything. This is the spot to come on and really ask me more in-depth questions. You probably noticed that I do try to get to all your questions in the comments. If I could do, and I do it from my phone too. So if I can answer right away, then I have no problem answering questions in the comments. But this is the place for you guys to, talk to each other, get advice from each other, get more in-depth answers from me. Also, if you know that, one thing I always mention is that I do this on my phone. Hey John, I see like 2 to 3 messages come in like at a time. So if you know that you have like a pressing motherfucking question, you've got a date tonight, you've got something going on that like needs my attention, needs my answer right now, there's a super chat option where you can donate however much you want, and it keeps your message on my screen longer so I could see it. So that's an option. You'll see other guys do it throughout the chat. Really great way just for me to be able to see your question, because when so many guys are asking or chatting at the same time, it's hard for me to see your questions. So yeah, I see a bunch more people coming on. Welcome everybody. I am Filipino, Mr. Showtime. Books to read. If you haven't gotten Speak to Spark Arousal yet, guys, make sure you check it out. I forget who in here is on it, but speaktosparkarousal.com. it's not just because it's mine, but it's literally, I tell all my clients this, it is literally all you need in order to get great with women. Get great with yourself, period. Check it out. So yeah, let me see, what's a good tattoo to get? I couldn't even tell you. The last tattoo I got, oh, that's a good question. I got most of my tattoos when I was 18 and 19. So yeah, I couldn't even tell you. And none of them were like great tattoos either. So yeah, ooh, all right. So we're gonna get started. Oh, we can get started. Thank you, Pavin. Hey, you're here, love it. Okay, I hope you guys have coffee. I hope you're ready to go. I am ready to go. The first question I saw that I want to address is a married woman at work gave me her number, which is funny because one of the last videos I did was about work. And something I always hammer home to you guys is who cares what she wants? It's about what you want. If you want to call a married woman, fine. If you have a thing where you're like, no, I would never mess with another man's dude, then don't. Who cares if she shows you interest? I was at the chiropractor the other day, and my chiropractor was telling me that he has a friend that back in their chiropractor days, they used to just go out, and his friend, his ugly friend, would go to every single table and talk to every single girl. And sure enough, he would go home with at least one girl every night. And his friend had mentioned that, you know what, there's always one. I'll take whoever's interested in me. So if you're that kind of guy where you're like, I'll take whoever's biting, I have no standards, then by all means, go after your married coworker. But if you know that you have a certain woman in mind, that you know that you would never want to be with a woman who would do that to you, then yeah, then don't go for it. Again, it's about what you guys want for yourselves. Period. You can have it. I promise you. You just have to believe it. Have some fucking standards for yourself. Okay, I also promised myself I would stop screaming at you guys as much as I do. So I'm going to try for that as well. But that's a good question. I feel like I get that question at least once, like every live stream. So yeah, great question. Great start. Hey, welcome. Oh my God, like 40 more people jumped on since I started. Welcome to anybody who jumped on since I started. Hey, you're here, Lazarus Soul. What you missed, let's recap. I'm Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist. Welcome to my live stream every 9 a.m., 12 p.m. Eastern time, Saturdays, God willing. So yeah, this is my favorite thing to do on Saturdays, so I hope you guys can make it every single time. This is the best way to ask me questions. I'm telling you right now. Right now, I'm not available for coaching. I'm not available for consulting. You guys have probably seen, if you've been with me for a while, you've seen that I do suffer from chronic migraines. It's like fucking hit or miss with whether or not I'm gonna be okay. So right now, I'm just not taking on clients. This is the absolute best way to get your questions asked. And I promise you, if I can get to them, I'm gonna fucking get to them. If you've ever been on my live streams, you know that I love doing these. I fucking love it. If you have something that absolutely needs to be answered now, I'm not seeing your questions in the chat. Especially when I'm talking like this, I don't look at the chat. I try to make a point, especially when I'm answering a question, I make a point to not get distracted so that whoever's asking the question and so that you guys get the full extent of my answers and my expertise and my knowledge. I try not to look at the chat. So if you have a question that is super like draining you, you need to answer right away, super chat is a great way for me to be able to see it. So yeah. So for all of you guys who just got on, that's what you missed. And also I'm on a rocking chair. So if it looks, you're not on acid this morning, it's just me having too much fun on this thing that I never sit in because it's just for guests. Okay, let's get back to the questions. How am I an expert in this? Well, like I just mentioned, I was a marriage and family therapist for a couple years. Good morning, sir. And then I became a dating coach for men. And I was also a serial monogamist for 10 years. And then for 5 years, I was a serial single dater. So yeah, That's how I am such an expert on all this. Okay, now questions for you guys. And I'm also gonna try to keep my hand away. Thoughts on incest relationships? Oh my God, please no. That's my thought. Do you believe in the 80-20 rule when it comes to dating? That's a very interesting question. I'm not sure how to answer it. Please be more specific. Okay, I was with my ex for 5 years. We broke up 5 weeks ago. She has a man already. How and why? Oh, this is a great question. So you guys will often see that exes or people you were talking to can immediately find somebody new. And I'm sure it'll have you sitting there thinking like, oh my God, am I replaceable? Does that mean that like I wasn't as valuable, or maybe like I wasn't as great as I thought I was? And I don't want you guys to ever sit and think that. Pain is a very, very, very difficult thing to deal with. And a lot of people, pain is the most motivating factor in our lives at times. If I told you guys that I had a way for you to absolutely make $1 million in the next year, let's do it. Some of you guys might be like, okay, maybe. But if you were drowning and I was like, hey, I have a way for you to not die right now, you'd be like, okay, let me give me this fucking thing. So after a breakup, you know, breakups are the most painful things that we can go through sometimes. By the way, Lazarus, thank you for the super chat. If you guys didn't see what he did, he gave a super chat so that I could answer his question. I'll get back to it in a second. Thank you. Just wanted to shout you out. But the reason people get with somebody else so fast is because it's to avoid that pain. And the easiest way to avoid the pain of somebody leaving you is to have somebody wanting you. So how was she able to do that? Well, women, we very well can easily find somebody new right away. As much as I hate to say it, we can. But I promise you, she's gonna come back around and think about you. As long as you leave her the fuck alone, I promise you she'll come running back, period. If you wanna check out what to do when women pull away. It almost always happens, guaranteed. If not sooner, then later. And why? Again, the why is because of that pain. Everybody knows how difficult it is to live with the pain of losing somebody you love. So yeah, how and why, that's why. Okay, back to Lazarus's super chat question. 2 super chat questions, oh my God. Okay, let's go back to his question on, so my coworker asked another coworker if she was single, and she said, you know my story, I'm always looking. And then my coworker looked at me expecting me to jump on that, but I wasn't in the mood. I think the other coworker knows, I wanna ask her out. Oh. Okay, so ask her out. I'm not sure what the question is, Lazarus. Oh God, I fucking love office drama. I have to say that much. How to go out with a friend without making it weird. I want to go back to that one. That's a good one. Office drama, you're gonna get it. Again, it's all about, is the juice worth the squeeze? Thank you for the super chat, Ani Hall. Let's get back to friends. I'll talk about strippers in a second. Love me some strippers, but let's talk about how to go out with a friend without making it weird. Here's the thing, it's gonna be weird. The friendship's gonna be over, period. But that's what you have to decide. Do I wanna keep the friendship or do I wanna lose the friendship? Because there is a way to, bottom line, it's gonna change. But do you wanna go after her or not? Do you want something more or not? Maybe you wanna stay friends and not risk losing her completely in your life, or maybe you're willing to take a chance on yourself and you're willing to try it out. I say go for it. I always say go for it. It's not worth it to sit there and seethe and wonder what could have been. Just fucking do it. Just I don't like saying have a backbone. That's so shaming. Believe in yourself. If you feel it, she'll feel it too. And if she doesn't, then now you know and you can move on, period. So going back to how to ask out a stripper, that's so funny. How do we go about hooking up with strippers? That's a very interesting question. Let's talk about strippers. Strippers follow the money. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah. Also, they're very used to people not speaking to them, like human beings. I know for me, strippers very much fall for the, as much as I hate to say it, Um, strippers very much fall under the umbrella of, just really hot chicks where people look up to them and this is the ultimate pussy on the pedestal. They are literally put on a platform above you to think that they are above you. So the easiest way to bring them back down from that, as much as I hate to say it, to bring them down from their stripper pole, bring them down from that pedestal, is to get to them on a human level. And that in turn is what makes a woman feel vulnerable and feel like she owes it to you to open up herself a little bit, especially strippers. Like, oh my God, he made me feel so like understood and valued. I'm gonna give him a free blowjob. So yeah, if you can make a stripper feel like a human being, kudos to you. Okay, so let's get back to the chats. I see a lot going on. Again, guys, I'm sorry if I don't get to your chats. I try not to look at them when I am answering a question because I don't want to get distracted. I don't want the person asking the question to feel like I'm not giving them my full attention. So I apologize if I'm not looking at the chats and if I miss your question. Okay, so let's see. Jessica, I really like this girl. What should I do? That is such a loaded question. So many things you should do. I hate saying be yourself. So fucking cliche. PRS plus hey. If somebody can explain to Mike in the chat what the PRS plus hey is while I look for another question, that'd be beautiful. Why do Asian women predominantly date white men? I will tell you this. If we're speaking specifically about Asian women in America, here's the thing. When we Asian women come to America, we are under the automatic umbrella assumption that we are a minority. And minorities in America are automatically thought of as lower class. That's the general consensus. So Asians are such an elitist group of people. You've probably heard so many stories about how hard they work, about the education system in Asia, about how competitive they are. So when Asians come to America, there's this sense of, I need to make this country see that I'm so not bottom of the barrel. So white women have this ingrained, or Asian women have it ingrained to them to go for white men because it's like, look, I'm just as great as all of you. So it's kind of like their ticket to be accepted into white American society, into like the top of the class system. If that makes any sense, to give you guys some cultural lessons about, us Asian chicks. So yeah, somebody gave a super chat. I'm sorry for not thanking you. Thank you, Kyle. Wanted to know if the LDR isn't working. I'm not sure what LDR is, guys. Yeah, if you could, long distance relationships. Here's the thing, long distance relationships need goals. And by goals, I mean, what are we doing this for? Are we doing this to get to know each other? Will we eventually be moving to each other's state? Is that a possibility? Are we able to see each other? Are we able to be intimate, verbally, sexually, physically, even with this distance? When me and my ex were, oh my God, I'm sorry. I have so much milk in my latte. When me and my ex were long distance, I worked from home. He kind of worked from home. So we had a very, very flexible schedule. And we were both able to travel back and forth, maybe every other week, at least once a month. So the ability, and we FaceTimed every day. So the ability to get to know one another on an intimate level and the ability to see one another was there. So we were able to cultivate this relationship and this intimate connection despite the distance. So are you able to do that? If so, cool, do it. Is there a goal to discover, okay, can we connect? Can we move things along? What do we both want in our lives? You can always do it, especially nowadays with fucking FaceTime. No excuse. Hey, Kirk, awesome to have you here. Love it. Did you have a chance to think about my question from 2 weeks ago? I'm at the club grinding women. Oh, I meant to get back to you. That's so true. And I owe you. Okay, I'm on the club grinding on Women are grinding on me, telling me I'm beautiful, but just walk away without. Okay, so, oh, that's interesting. They're telling you you're beautiful. Can you clarify that for me, Jessica? Is it a good idea to confront my ex on how she treated me in the past? That's more so for you. Confronting exes, I always say confronting somebody who did you wrong is always a thing for you. I've noticed every time I've written it down and sent it, trust me, I've sent plenty of these. I'm a chick. I am always writing my feelings down. Every time I've sent it, I felt so much better. I've always like blocked them right after, never fucking cared what the response is. So do I think you should confront it? Sure, why not? But what I think is more important than you confronting her is you confronting the feelings there. Somebody who abandoned you, somebody who did you dirty, confronting how it made you feel, confronting your experience, confronting your loss of expectations, things like that. So Kirk, back to you. I'm gonna try to reread this. Okay, I'm at the club, women grinding on me, telling me I'm beautiful, but just walk away without giving me a chance to converse. I mean, this happens all the time. One thing I will say about this, if women are telling you you're beautiful, I mean, you're a good looking guy, they're grinding on you in the club. I will say that women at the club are there to have a fun time. Dancing with a guy after a while can get really boring, especially if we're not feeling the energy. I'm wondering how good of a dancer you are, Kirk. I know for me, if a guy isn't that great of a dancer, but like I see he's really hot, like I'm gonna go grind up against him, but like he's not that great of a dancer. Now it's kind of weird. I'll run away as fast as possible, because if he's not that great of a dancer, that to me, our energy doesn't match. You don't have to be that, like, you don't have to, you know, I don't need no Dancing with the Stars. But if I feel that mismatch in energy, because with dancing, there's no words. You literally just have this movement between the two of you, and women can sense whether or not we have the same kinetic energy in that moment. And you know, what do I always say about energy? It's contagious. So any type of energy she's getting from you that doesn't align with her, she's gonna be like, okay, I'm out of here before he gets the wrong idea. So Kirk, I would really pay attention to what is going on in your head. I wouldn't put it past you that you're probably sitting there thinking, you're like, okay, what do I do now? I gotta figure out something to do. I gotta make sure she stays here. I gotta do something. And that desperate energy in your head probably translates to you not being in the moment and you taking away from like that fun energy. And women always feel that. So bear that in mind. There was another question here I saw. Do women really care about height? Okay, yes, we do. I will say we care about height in that nowadays, with all the dating apps, it's easier for us to be picky. I'm sorry, it just is. However, if we think you're cool enough, if we think you're really great and fun and you make us laugh, we don't fucking care. I'll tell you that right now. Because at the end of the day, you know, height doesn't matter when we're dancing horizontally, period. So yeah, dating apps, unfortunately, have made women much more shallow. They've done studies that back in the day, women only cared about how celibate you were. In like the 1950s, don't even get me started. And now they care more about your looks. And that's because with social media, people are so much more, what's the word I want to use? People are just care so much more about how the world sees them. And then with like Tinder, Bumble, all these dating apps, OkCupid, you could literally filter out like what you want so much. Exactly, it's so much more superficial. So yeah, do we care about height in a superficial sense when we're using our filters? Yes. But once you open your mouth and you're just a cool ass motherfucker, it goes out the window. Everything, I promise. Tall or short, Jessica? I mean, I'm short. That's all I can say about that. 80% of women chase 20% of men that are successful. I'll say that again. Bubba. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep putting my hands over the camera. I hate that I do that. Okay, 80% of women chase 20% of men that are successful. Make it hard for the other men. Okay, don't worry about the other men out there, guys. Don't worry worry about other men out there. The second you worry about other men is the second you take your focus off yourself and what you want for yourself. And the woman in question, don't worry about other guys. Fuck other guys. Don't fuck other guys, but fuck the women you want. Let's leave it at that. Okay, Kirk, yes, another question today. I'm still in the 90s with dances. Usually I'm just focused on having a good time and not her. That might be the problem. Yeah, maybe you aren't focused on her at all. Maybe you're just sitting there. I've danced with guys where they're sitting there having a great time with their own friends and they don't even care that I'm grinding up on them. Again, just think about where your energy is focused. Very, very good point, Kirk. I love it. You didn't have to pay to tell me that, Kirk, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Who are my dating mentors? I don't necessarily have dating mentors, especially since I am a girl in the field. Oh my God, I said in the field. Dating mentors. I was always a self-help junkie. Tony Robbins was my go-to dude, always. Yeah, Tony Robbins changed my life in so many ways. He's and Eckhart Tolle, those two men. There we go. Thank you for the question, though. I appreciate it. Okay, what else do we got this morning? Another woman I used to deal with now also comes back into my life and says she's grown up now. Ooh, fancy. Before she used to give me the runaround. Oh, I've also known her for 10 plus years. Oh, do I take her serious? That's a very good question. Do you take her serious? Again, it's all about what you want for yourself. I'm not sure how much time you spent apart. I know for me, it's very easy for anybody. It's very easy for anybody to want to believe that somebody's changed. We all want, if we end something with somebody and a month later they come back around, they're like, no, I've seen the light. I'm much better now, I promise. And you're like, okay, let's get back together. But if you are, if you guys literally have spent, I don't know if you said how many years you've spent apart. Maybe you didn't say, left about a year ago. Oh, okay, I left about a year ago. A year is a lot of time. It's about what you want for yourself and the kind of person you are now. Again, you don't have to dive back into a relationship. You could get back into knowing one another again. You could start dating again to see if she's changed a little bit, but that's my suggestion for that. You don't have to dive in, head first into the puss, but have some conversations and shit first. So yeah. Would I date a homeless person? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. What a great question. Would I date a homeless person? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I would be. You know why? Because I am very let me help you in every fucking way I can. Let me fucking help. And that's just me when it comes to my family, when it comes to my friends. Anytime I hear about anybody in distress, I have to fucking help. I have to. So if I were to meet a homeless guy and I thought he was so fucking cool and he was like, P.S. I'm homeless, I'd be like, move in with me. That's me. And that does not make for a healthy getting to know one another. It's just not, no. That's why I wouldn't date a homeless person, because I know I'm crazy like that and would make them move in with me. But yeah, interesting question. Thanks, JJ. Thank you, Kirk. I appreciate it. You're great. Okay, real 444. Thank you for the super chat. I confessed my feelings. She told me she doesn't know and told me I'm an important person to her. I told her to figure herself out if she feels she wants to call me. When she does, you got my number. Okay, that's great. I think that's a great thing to do. I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think you got it settled. And thank you for the super chat just to tell me that. Really, I think that's a very honest, very mature way to handle that. And the best part about it is that you were still open with how you felt about the situation without holding back. That's the biggest thing, guys. Never hold back. Don't ever hold back your feelings. You want to know why? Because that shit will always manifest in a weird way. Some people get sick when they hold in their feelings. Some people take it out on other people when they hold in their feelings. Some people develop a neurosis. Don't hold in your feelings. Take it from me. You'll turn into a weirdo or a psycho. Neither of those is good. Don't hold in your feelings. Okay, I was in love with a beautiful tan Asian baby girl. Ooh, like you, wow. And she was so hyped. Oh my God, what do you think? Does this something have anything to do with being Asian specifically? I'm honestly, you know what? I feel like the more repressed people are, the more they like act out. And I know that Asians are a very sexually repressed species. I will say that much. What kind of hair do most women? How did you start YouTube? I won't get into that. Basically, really quick, I started YouTube because, to be honest, I love making videos. I loved editing videos, if that makes sense. And also, like, I just know that YouTube was a great place to get more of my stuff out there, and to get my products out there more. The people who do get my products fucking love them, and I wasn't reaching as big an audience as I wanted to. So yeah, and I love making videos. Like, I'm sorry, when I was a kid, I used to make home videos all the time, and I always wanted to YouTube, but I always felt like too vulnerable to like put myself out there. But then I was like really bored in my career, just like overseeing the sales of products, and I was like, you know what, fuck this, I want to love my job again. So here I am, loving my job again. Thanks for asking. Thank you, Steve-O, I appreciate that. Okay, what would you date someone who is sexually repressed but really freaky in the kitchen? What is freaky in the kitchen? Like shoving up onions up her twat and they come out chopped? That's freaky. What is the best strategy of winning over a girl playing hard to get? I keep chasing her or I do the opposite. Listen, if a girl is playing hard to get, I mentioned in my last videos, us girls playing hard to get is us taking a little longer to text you back. But we will never not let you get us, period. We will always agree to hang out with you. Always, always. We will always answer your texts. Always. We will always fuck you. Always, always. So if you have to think that a girl is playing hard to get, she's not. I'm sorry. I hated saying that. Okay, I confess my. Oh, I read that already. Oh, okay. Another super chat from Bingo Knows. What's your opinion on the book, The Rational Male? Being red-pilled. Okay, I have never read that book. The Rational Man. It sounds good though. You guys keep suggesting all these books to me, and I'm so sorry. I never get a chance to read them. Again, I've been dealing with like health shit for a while. True love or dating or one night stand. All the above. You guys gotta know. I always say you guys gotta have all the experiences out there to really know what you want. Do all of them. Pain Shrill, thank you for the super chat. What do you have to say? Went on double dates with this girl and mutual friends. Ooh, love stories. And we both want something serious. And she said she wants sex and a serious thing. Love it. We had only went out twice and things got sexual. Okay. Wait, is that it? Wait, is that it? Is that it? Why do I feel like that was a longer question? Things got sexual. I'm not sure if you wanted my opinion on that. Let me answer the one-on-one coaching. Right now, I'm not doing one-on-one coaching. These are the best ways to get your question answered. I don't have Instagram. If you guys got sexual already, that's great. And you both want the same thing, that's great. Do you like her? That's great. What's the problem? I have a feeling you don't really like her that much. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking. I always say you can have sex by date 3. Date 2, whatever, fuck it. It sounds like you really liked her. Then again, I have a feeling you don't. I have a feeling there's something in you that's telling you you don't really like her. And I bet I'm right. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, guys. How would you feel if you found out another guy emailed your boyfriend to ask if he could sleep with you? To be honest, doing what I do, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't be surprised. How would I feel? I'd be like, oh my God, that's so disgusting. How would I be able to text you? Nobody can text me. Please don't try to find out my phone number or my address or my anything, guys. I've had this happen. Please don't. I move every year because of stalking issues. Guys, please don't. Don't make me get off YouTube and disappear into the world again. Thank you. Okay, that's on a very serious note. Okay. I also asked if she wants me in her life in general. She said yes. Of course she wants you in her life. Guys, women benefit from having you in our life after a breakup. Why? Because we can keep you around for the attention while we find other dick to sit on. Is that what you want? To give her attention while she's sitting on other dick? I didn't think so. Okay. What else? Please don't just cut her off. Cut her off. Yeah. Yeah. I was friends with one ex. I will say that. I was friends with one ex, but that's because we had almost no sexual relationship whatsoever. We probably had sex maybe like 6 times in the 2 years we were together. It was just like, honestly, I always describe our relationship as like 2 really, really lonely people who confused a great friendship with needing to be with one another. So that's why we were able to be such great friends after our breakup. Otherwise, like right now I give him tips on dating and I hear about like his sex life and he hears about mine, and it's great. Like that's how we're able to be friends. But if you guys had a great sex life, I don't think you could be friends. That's just me. Let's see. What are good conversation topics while dating interracially? Okay, I hate this question. What are good conversation topics? Because there is no universal good dating topics. And this is always a question a guy has to ask because men are so cerebral when it comes to conversation topics. You guys can always have a good conversation topic to have with other guys. You like baseball? I like baseball. Let's talk about baseball. And it'll be like the greatest fucking conversation of all time. But that's not how women work. We women work off of feelings. And like I always say, what's the one thing we all have in common? Our human experience. I got here the same way you got here. And we're all going out the same way. What's our number one interest? My number one interest, your number one interest, my mom's number one interest, it's ourselves. So if you could talk about yourself, she will automatically be interested in you. And you'll be interested in her. I don't like baseball. I hate baseball. Again, this is something that I go in depth with. I'm not doing it justice. This is something I go super in depth with in Speak to Spark Arousal, my Speak to Spark Arousal program. You'll never have to worry about conversation topics ever again because the one thing you can talk about, which is absolutely universal, is yourself, your personal relevant self, and her personal relevant self. Y'all will never be more interested in anything else. I promise you. Okay, looks like my hair is drying. Next question, guys. Great questions today. Should I date my probation officers? You know what? I have 2 PO friends. She's all up in my life and cuffed me one time. All right, you know what? My girlfriends who are probation officers, they're both really fucking hot. And they would never date you. Don't date your probation officer. Don't even try. That's so, don't do that. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Okay, we're about like halfway through, guys. How to know what a girl eye contact means. Well, I will say that if she does maintain eye contact with you, that's a very good thing. If she doesn't, that either means that she doesn't want you to look into her eyes and get the wrong idea, or she's very shy. That's all I can give you right now. I bet I can bang all your friends with high standards. Probably. Yeah, probably. I want to date with my dating coach. What should I gift her? Nothing. Okay, let's see. Panic Shrill, hello again. She backed away after we made plans to have sex. You made plans to have sex? Wait, and then hang out and everything went, wait. She backed away after we made plans to have sex and then hang out and everything went great. She backed away after we made plans to have sex and then hang out and everything went great. I'm a little confused. I'm hearing you say that she backed out after you made plans to have sex, but then you guys hung out and everything went great. If that's the case, that's fine. I would back out if I made a plan to have sex with you. I would feel like, oh my God, he's gonna think I'm such a fucking whore. Here's the thing, guys. I want you to remember this, and write it down. Write it down if you have to. Men are crazy before the sex. Women are crazy after the sex. Men are crazy before the sex. Women are crazy after the sex, which is why we women will hold off on the sex as long as possible because we don't want you to know how fucking crazy we really are. Okay? I'm giving her space, although we haven't communicated, so I've been giving her space. What should I do? Yeah, give her space. I would give her space and let her know you're still around. You know what? I would just confront her. Be like, what happened? What's the deal? You know, I would just confront her. And you know what? I don't like the word confront because it sounds so overbearing. But I would say something like, you know what? I'm a little confused as to what happened. I thought you and I were on the same page. I thought we wanted the same thing. I was really excited about getting to know you more. I'm wondering if it was something I did wrong. So I'm just trying to gauge where you're at because I thought this was something that could have developed. And I would have really liked that. So just help me understand where you're at with all this. Women love that shit. We fucking thrive off that shit. Just try it out, see where it takes you. And if you need to rewatch this again, write that down. You can even text it. My friends copy and paste my texts all the time. You can do it too. Jessica, are you still available? I'm no longer answering questions about my personal life. I can't. Okay, I'm giving her space. I feel like there was another one. Should you seek a serious relationship with your best friend's ex? Oof. We got this on another live stream, I feel like. Best friend's ex. She's my best friend's girl. Let's see. How Jess manages the chaos. Oh, I'm glad you think so. Best friend's ex. I would run it by your best friend first, to be honest. That's very, I would run it by your best friend first, period. You can't help who you love. That's how I see it. You cannot help who you love. And if he's really your best friend, he'll understand that. It is breaking the bro code. And at the same time, again, you can't help who you love. How do I reject my female supervisor? Ooh, how tough. Rejecting your female supervisor. I would just keep yourself out of the line of fire as much as possible. Play dumb as much as possible. And if she ever gets blatant or overt with her advances, I would immediately report it to HR. You have to. You know, for all the shit that we women go through in the workplace with men taking advantage of their position, guys go through it too. And it's unfortunate that men aren't taken as seriously. So I would, you know, don't be afraid to look like a pussy. Don't be afraid that like they won't take you seriously. I would absolutely report things to HR. And in fact, if I were you at this point, I would say something to HR right now, and so that there's a record of it. So yeah, I hope that helps. Do you still accept? Okay, call her. Didn't pick up. She said she at work, but she can't text. But I was at work too. I told her to call me after work, never got back at me, and we made plans for Sunday. Okay, you need to watch my video from yesterday about when to let go. So yeah, Jessica, I have a Filipino girlfriend just like you, but yay! Us Filipinos, we're fucking crazy. So yeah. Thank you, Neil. How do you deal with a love-hate relationship? Oh my God. Man, when you get the answer to it, let me know. I need the answers too. Please explain everything about your STSA. Speak to Spark Arousal. Okay. Speak to Spark Arousal is my all-encompassing program. I just want to thank Panic Shrill again for the super chat and your situation. We'll get back to it in a second. Speak to Spark Arousal is my all-encompassing program on how to go from starting a conversation with a woman all the way to escalating to get her back to your place, or getting her number and getting to take her out, getting her to hang out with you again. But really, it starts with who you are as a man, who you are as a person. A lot of guys operate under the assumption that I don't want to do the wrong thing. I don't want to be too forward. I have to ask her for permission, especially nowadays. But the God honest truth about it all is that we women want you to think with your dick. We want you to want us. We want you to be a man who has convictions and is okay with those convictions and going after them. So Speak to Spark Arousal basically goes over how to be okay with all those without coming off as a conceited asshole. Because, you know, there's the Justin Biebers of the world who get girls, and then there's the James Bonds. So Speak to Spark, that's the easiest way I could explain it. Speak to Spark Arousal goes over the step-by-step mechanism of how to have a more intimate conversation without all the fluff or the small talk, how to get a woman laughing that is catered to you and who you are without having to do all the monkey see, monkey do pickup shit on how to be funny, and also how to flirt without feeling too forward or making it too sexual. I was on a pickup boot camp where the way they were teaching flirting was they were trying to get guys to talk dirty to girls, and that's not flirty. That's not what flirting is. Flirting is insinuating that there is an us. It's throwing in that you and I, in some way, some manner, are gonna be together. Period. That's all flirting is. And if you can tie yourself to that notion as opposed to flirting is bad or flirting is about sex, then it'll make your conversations with women flow that much more easily. So that's what Speak to Spark Arousal is about. I hope that answered your question. There's another one in here. I think Panic Shrill, yes. Tried reaching out a couple days, contacted for no luck, decided to stop chasing and wait for her to come and said no idea what to do. Okay, I mean, you know, sometimes the biggest action advice I can give is to wait. I know you guys hate it. You know, the one client I still have right now struggles with this. I told him the only thing I have for you to do right now is to wait. 30 days. There, do it. So yeah. Okay. So we got about 20 minutes left. And I've got no more of my iced coffee left. But I do have a lot of my water. You guys are supposed to make me drink my water. Don't forget. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and try to find more questions. What are the signs that a girl will be crazy? Oh, I was gonna do a video on this. So I'm gonna hold off on signs she will be crazy. I always feel like I'm attracted to the crazy ones. Like these women have resolved issues. I will tell you guys this, and you're not gonna like hearing it. If you're one of those guys that thinks that you keep attracting the wrong woman, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's because you are the wrong man. You attract who you are. Period. Always. So you always need to look at yourself. In fact, I have tattooed on my arm. Yes, it's the name Matthew. However, it's a Bible verse. And it's basically, seek the kingdom of God, then everything will be yours. Some shit like that. But it's basically to look inward anytime you want something, because the answer is never going to be out here. The answer is always in here. So if you see that everything out here is wrong, chances are something in here is wrong. And I know it's a very, you know, I think they call it woo-woo. I know it's a very, like, you know, woo-woo answer, but that's the reality of it. Whatever you have out here is what you got going on in there. You're a crazy girl. That's why they keep coming to you. Why is your tattoo wonky? I don't know what you mean by that. I was so in love, but she abandoned me. I won't reach out again, but I don't know how to fix my obsession. Oh, fixing obsessions. That's a good one that I can't even get into. I have therapy clients that I saw for years about their obsessions. So that's a tough one. I'm sorry, I'm late as hell, but hey, I'm here to fuck your wife. Welcome. Better late than never. So then I should ask myself instead of you. Yeah, you should look at yourself and be like, what's going on with me that I'm into that? Maybe you like girls who are super dramatic. and overly emotional. That might mean that you are super emotionally repressed, that you are attracted to somebody who is so emotionally out of control because there's a part of you that needs that desperately. I know for me, I'm so super emotionally erratic and out of control that I am very attracted to emotionally cut off men. How can I stop cheating? Well, that simply means that if you are addicted to cheating, that means that somebody validating you, anytime you feel down on yourself, somebody else getting on your dick is what makes you feel better, period. Your channel rocks, yay, thank you. So I stopped talking to the girl I liked, 30 passed, and she reached out. It was a small chat. Will she reach out again? She definitely will, and I will say this. I don't know if I mentioned this after the 30 days. A lot of you guys are doing these 30 days now. Woo, love it. After the 30 days, you know, we talked about the forced fumble. We talked about the 30 days no contact. When you come back, it has to be all fun. It has to be, speak to spark arousal. I'm so sorry. You have to be speaking with intent. You have to be no small talk, no chit chat. It has to be, this is who I am, this is who you are. It has to all be feeling. God, I really hope you have speak to spark arousal. That's all I have to say about that. Hey, get out of here. If Momo, okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Let's see. I love you, Jessica. Thank you, hon. Love it. Waiting 30 days for what? Oh, hell no. Okay, so how should I avoid trying to look desperate, but also show I'm putting effort for her? Well, what a good question. I've been trying to hang out with this person, but most of the time she's busy with college homework. Okay. I'm busy once, shame on her. I'm busy twice, shame on you. If I'm busy and I really like you, I am going to make a solid effort to make it up to you. So it looks desperate if I flaked on you once and I've never made an effort to make it up to you and you keep asking me. So the only thing you can do to not look desperate is to stop asking her, unfortunately. Because we all need time, we all gotta eat, right? We all gotta take a fucking bathroom break, right? So, yeah, you gotta cut her off. I'm sorry. What'd you say about college? When she's busy with college work, then she's not worth her time. There you go, Ozzy said it. Hey Jessica, I got this girl's number the other day. I texted her, no response. I texted her the next day after, nothing. I know it's her real number because she texted me herself from her phone. She's just not interested. If you're not hearing back from her, again, we women, we don't play hard to get by not responding to you. We play hard to get by taking a little time to respond to your one text, period. I'm dating a Christian. She isn't down to fuck. Sucks. Lots of boo balls. Think I'm done. Thoughts? If sex is important to you, I'd be done. And yeah, that's just the reality of it. Her values don't include sex. If your values include sex, you gotta, you know, she's not giving you what you want. Period. Water reminder. Thank you, Paul. There it is. Paul's my man. Okay. Oh, Mark, I'm glad it. Love it. Okay, so we've got about 15 minutes left. Great questions today, guys. Love it. And so many more people on. I love it. How to date in college. I'm a noob and I have little to no dating experience. College. Oh my fucking God. It's been like a decade since I've been in college. Quick answer, 30-year age difference is not too much. I've dated men that older. Again, it's all about what you guys want. What you guys want. Don't worry about age. Don't worry about titles. Don't worry about what other people think. It's about what you want. Does she have the qualities you have? Do you guys have great chemistry? Do you have a connection unlike any other? It's about what you want for yourself. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kevin. I dig it. She's 26. If she can get on your level like no other woman your age or 10 years younger or 20 years younger has, then fuck it. Who cares? Okay. Dating in college. How did I date in college? I wouldn't even worry about dating in college. I didn't even date in college. I just fucked a lot of dudes. I mean, as much as I hate to say that. Share mutual friends. If you and your ex share mutual friends, I mean, I would avoid it as much as possible. I would avoid talking to her as much as possible. It depends on what you want out of that. But I want to go back to this dating in college. I went to bars a lot. I went to parties a lot in college. As far as dating, I think I went on one date. This guy in class asked me out, and it was weird because I mean, it was a great date, but to date in college, and I don't even know if we had the internet back then. I'm probably dating myself so hard, but I know we didn't have smartphones back then. And please don't be mean to each other, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. But yeah, dating in college, you just I would be as social as possible. That's the easiest way to date in college. Go to social groups, go out to parties, just get yourself out there. And if you're more of an introvert, I was actually a very big introvert. But if you're more of an introvert, yeah, dating apps, best way to go. I like this woman, but my friend has her number and won't give it to me. I felt a connection with her. What do I do? If your friend won't give it to you, one, what kind of friend is that? Two, it might mean because she doesn't want you to have it. I mean, that's the best you could do. Yeah. If you did feel a connection with her, chances are she'd find a way to get to you. I would, social media stalk the shit out of her. Here's one thing guys don't know. This is what women do. We type your name and we go into Google, we type your name, we type what town you're from, what city, maybe where you work, how we know you. We type all those words into Google and we hit enter. And then Google finds us something for you. Just a helpful hint of how we women stalk you and find you. We're so fucking good at it, I promise you. But that's how you can find her and find her information to possibly get with her on social media. So yeah, how to deal with a girl whose friend told you that she really likes you. I mean, if you really like her too, then go after her. What's the problem? Okay. I get responses, but she flakes on meetings. Ooh, she will literally text me, what are you doing? I respond, and then she will respond the next day or two and apologize for not responding. Girls love male attention. We'll get it anywhere we can, especially if we're not in a relationship. I remember for me, when I'm not in a relationship, I'm talking like 8 different dudes. I'll hit them all up with the same copy and paste message. Again, this is when I used to be single in my 20s, when I was a very needy girl. Yes, ask your crush for your number. I have a video on this, how to get her number. Unless that's also in Speak Spark or else. I'm not sure. I don't even know. But yes, if she's not hanging out with you and she's just texting, it's just because she wants the attention. So yeah, cut that dead weight loose. Why is my nose so itchy? Sorry, guys. At my job, okay. She regrets having a one-night stand. What do I do to protect myself? She never texts first, but always replies to my text. She's just being polite. That wasn't the full one. Her friend told me she likes me, but the girl is extremely shy and socially awkward and doesn't really hold conversation. How do I deal with that? If you are okay with being with a girl who's super shy, again, I think I answered this in the last live stream. I'm not even gonna go there. If you're okay with dating a shy girl who doesn't speak a lot, maybe you talk a lot. I have friend couples where the girl talks so fucking much, the guy never talks. So she kind of talks for him. But they mesh well because she loves to talk all the time and he never talks, and it's great. She doesn't try to get him to talk more. It just works. So if that's not you, if you are finding ways to get her to talk more, to get her to open up because it's making you uncomfortable that she doesn't open up more, then that's not your girl. You guys don't have to just go for the girls who like you, period. You don't just have to go for the ones who say, I'll take you. You don't. Just go for the ones you want. I don't care if she showed interest first. Ask yourself, would I even be going for her if she showed me interest? Seriously, ask yourself that question. Okay, we're at about 5 minutes. Why is my nose so itchy? I moisturize. Oh, sorry. Do I like the outdoors? Depends. It depends. I'm not even sure what it depends on, to be honest. Okay, Jessica J is the only chick who gives great insight. Oh, thank you, Roberto. You're so sweet. How do I deal with being accused of cheating? Oh, Lord. If you did it before and she's accusing you, that's something, you know, I mean, that's hard to come back from, especially if you're guilty before. But if you've never done it, you're being punished for her insecurities, or she's doing it, or you're being punished from some other guy's wrongdoings. And you really need to sit and ask yourself if it's worth it. Okay, next question. Sorry, guys. I know I meant to stop like, nah. Bye, Juan. Great having you. Hi, is your cousin? My cousin will be here, guys, in 2 weeks. She's super excited. I actually might have more of my cousins on that day because we're going to visit with my other cousin, and we're all really fucking hot. Sorry, I just called myself hot, and I don't like doing that. However, my cousin Jen is going to be back. She's very excited to do another video, and hopefully she will be on the live stream with me. But everybody's always so like weird about being on the live stream because they like think they have to like act a certain way. But yeah, and also I have a girlfriend coming into town next week who will be in a video. I'm trying to get her to be on a live stream. So yeah, hopefully she will. I like this girl. She takes a while to respond. How do I get her responding faster? I don't even know what that means. How do you get her responding faster? People respond when they respond. The fact that she's responding every time is fucking great. That's all I'll say. Get her responding faster. I mean, what can you do, right? Thank you for the super chat, Neil. I appreciate it. Next time, please don't talk shit to the other people in this chat. I appreciate it. If you attract crazy girls, guys, you're crazy too. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Last 5 minutes. Fuck, my nose is so itchy. Maybe it's a nervous thing. Oh my God, you guys make me nervous. Okay, thanks for coming on, guys. It's always been a pleasure. I love doing these. These are my fucking favorite ways to spend my Saturdays. Next Saturday, again, like I said, every Saturday, unless I state otherwise. It's not my boogers. It's like my nose right here. I think it's dry. I'm not gonna twerk. However, I might eventually. Happy birthday, Tom. Happy belated. Love it. Okay, so Saturdays, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern time, every Saturday, live streams. That's where we're at right now. How to stare your girl confidently on a bus? What? How to stare at your girl. But she's already your girl. I'm so confused. All right, guys, the dogs, boys, come here, come here, come here. No, they're on their heating pads. They can't. But thanks, guys, so much for coming on. You're my favorite part of Saturday. No burgers, no boogers. Thanks for coming on, guys. Always love seeing you. No more questions. Catch me on the next live stream. You guys are the best. I love it. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't forget to watch yesterday's video. If you hadn't, it's about when to let that girl go. I know some of you guys could definitely use it. Not sure if Kim is still here, but we did have a fellow female on the live stream. Don't forget to say bye, Kim. And thanks again, guys. It's always great having you. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next Saturday.